Hey, hey, hey. I'm back. Spirit said we taking out the trash today. I don't know what that meant, right? But that ain't what I was thinking. I'm sorry, y'all, my shirt just be all crazy looking. Anyway, but I was emotional baggage, right? But we taking out that emotional trash, right? That's up. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It says your own reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so these are just some decks that I'm rearranging that I haven't used. They've been like in the back of the shelf, you know what I mean? So I started pulling some of that stuff out. So I figured I got a few decks here that I pulled out that I wanted to, just at least one good run through, right? But anyway, so what I decided to do was to make a video with each deck. How about that? So, or in other words, I'm just going to videotape me, doing readings. Anyway, remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message is when you're meant to see it. This video is being recorded on Monday, August 17th at 9:48 p.m. I'm not sure when it will be released. I'm going to schedule it. Okay. All right. You guys don't forget to shop Out of Spirit to get your natural crystals and bracelets and stones and stuff like that. They're AAA grade, okay? But the information, the link is in the description, okay? I don't want to take away from the integrity of our reading, but, I like them. I'm real clear and understand that it all comes from inside of me, you know what I mean? But, I like to be out in nature. I feel like anything that's natural can help you regulate a part of you because you're part of nature, right? So it's the same thing. They have qualities. Your inner strength. Come on now. I'm well aware of that, you know what I mean? But those things that enhance my energy, that enhance, how I feel about myself, I'm sharing it with you guys because I feel good when I wear it. I think they're nice. They're very classy. They don't look plastic or fake. You know what I mean? It's just like if it was gold or diamonds, right? It would be different, but they're just genuine gemstones. They're made from the earth. That's my preference. I like them all now. Don't get it twisted, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of wearing a lot of jewelry like that. Unless I'm going to somewhere special, you know what I mean? But on a day-to-day basis, at the end of the day, who are you, right? When you take that shit off, right? When you take it off, do you feel like, oh, I don't feel like myself? I heard that I don't feel like myself without my jewelry. What the fuck you mean? You are not your jewelry. Your jewelry does not define you. And it does not bring you any more value because that inner thing, whoever that is inside, that bitch gonna show up anyway. Okay? That's what Spirit said you call a sloppy drunk. You don't know how to hold your liquor. Somebody don't know how to hold their liquor. Okay, what we got here? Separation, huh? So if you're in, going through some kind of separation, I feel like this is going to bring you some kind of inner strength. It's going to teach you how to be independent of others. It'll teach you life lessons for sure. Definitely. It's like it's a big contrast from when we live with a security net, to being flying alone. Now you have to create your own security. Now you have to find your own nest and build. You know what I mean? And that shit's not as easy. It looks like, oh, that's simple. 1, 2, 3. Because not only do you have to deal with societal, obstacles and shit that you have to, cross, but you also have to deal with people. How people see you, how people treat you. Right? The opportunity could be great, but the people there, they really don't fuck with you, right? That'll make you uncomfortable. You'll be less able to enjoy whatever this opportunity is if the people around you, aren't welcoming, aren't nurturing, aren't supportive, right? Look, soulmate, I'm telling you, this is people, places, and things in your life. Yeah, people that you share, history with. Thank you, Spirit. That you exchange emotional energy with, right? You share stories and family things and secrets, maybe. You know what I mean? Your fears, all that good shit. Yeah, new love and new perspective. Come on now. This separation is also going to give you a new perspective on love, right? On life, on who you are. What do you want around you? That's what you need to surround yourself with. The energy that you want to embody. Yeah. You can't want nurturing love and peace and equal give and take around people that are selfish, self-sabotaging, envious, and greedy. It ain't gonna work, because nobody's ever gonna return that energy back to you. They're only gonna take it from you. Thank you, Spirit. Soulmate energy. Even if it's a job, even if it's a spouse, right? Shit, inner healing and new perspective. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. That's right. This is there. So there's a separation there. There's about to be a separation that's going to play a major role in your inner healing and you seeing things in a new perspective. What else, Spirit, for the collective? What's the message for the collective? Please and thank you. Regain your balance. I know that's right. Yes. So there was definitely an imbalance here, right? It's like when you work, you go to work, you get a paycheck. You go to work, you get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So that fuels your stability, right? And then when you have someone that comes in, and now you go to work, you do your thing, and now you're taking care of somebody else. You're going to work, you're creating, and that you're the only one that's moving that wheel. You understand? You're the only one that's pushing, because there's another entity, there's another person that you're trying to carry, right? And that could create an imbalance. That could create a slowdown, stagnancy. And just being stuck, like some things just stop moving forward. You know what I mean? Because and whatever this is, this other cog that's trying to connect itself to your wheel. It's like it's a very stubborn energy. It's like an old rusted cog, right? That needs some oiling. You had to separate yourself from this energy. This energy that's been pulling you down, making you feel like you're not going anywhere. It takes away the passion, right? It's almost as if putting out your fire, your passion, right? Closure. I'm telling you, secret admirer in the reverse. This is not somebody that admires you. This is somebody that admires who you are and how you get down, right? But they will never tell you. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. They will never tell you. Third party interference, closure. I'm telling you, this is somebody that may have even, or this could be you, collective, have even, got together with others to create, a hostile environment for you during this time. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that you're taking your eyes off of your goals, and now you got to watch out for that shit. What's going on over here? That classic classic triangulation, classic. If we create enough fires around the energy, then they won't focus on whatever it is that's been keeping them on top of their shit, right? Come on now. Somebody thought that was funny. I seen somebody laughing at your confusion. Wow. Oh shit. What we got here? Family concerns. Somebody was laughing at your confusion. Yeah, you have some new friendships coming in. Because you're regaining your balance, right? You know, whatever family concerns you may have had. Because I feel like I said, this was close, right? It felt like that. Somebody close to you. It could be family. You know how family is. There's always that inner shit that's going on. But though you can't talk about my brother, my sister, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Only I can do that kind of bullshit. What goes on in the house, stay in the house kind of shit. I feel like, yeah, there's going to be a separation, right? Because there's some concerns here. Yeah. And you know you need to do this, right? You need to gain your inner strength and go ahead and complete the separation because, you know, that's the only way you're going to gain your balance back. And the upside to this is those that are around you, it could invoke some inner healing for them. It could invoke them to see things in a new perspective as well by you taking that step, having the courage to do so. Push and pull energy. Listen to your intuition. You know it's some push and pull energy here. Yeah, it's like 1 minute you do, 1 minute you don't, right? That back and forth, that two-faced kind of shit. You know? They act differently towards you around different people, different situations, right? What's the inner healing spirit for the collective? What we got here? Keep the faith. Yeah, that's how you've been doing. You've been keeping the faith. You've been praying. You know what I mean? You've been walking your walk to do the inner healing. You had to go within so that you could remove any obstacle that you were creating in the situation. So when you look within, you ask God, you know, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong to invoke it? Am I behaving in a way that's not forgiving, right? Or empathetic or compassionate? Because I always have to go back to how God has forgiven me. I have to. When I look at my life and the shit that I know that it could have went really, really fucking different, I know it was nobody but God. Because I was in the fire. Right? In all the situations. And he forgave me. And he gave me a new lease on life. And now that I have a new lease, I'm going to sit there and say, I ain't going to forgive you? Are you fucking kidding me? Keep the faith, collective. Keep the faith. Yeah, hidden emotions. Seeing things from a new perspective. Past life relationships, right? People that you've been around before or from your past, from your youth, or, you know, something like that. Hidden emotions. Yeah, so like I was just saying, you know, a lot of people are going to start having to reflect, right, on their own emotions, on why they feel the way they feel, why they do what they did, you know. Was it something, you know, that was, you know, what's their integrity look like around the situation? Let's just put it like that. The Spirit said, yes, keep the faith because things that are hidden will come to light. Look, stuck. They stuck. They wanted you to stay stuck too. And I'm not saying that it could be intentional. It could just be generational. That's all they know. You understand? I guess so, because there go another confirmation. Take the Bluetooth off. See, I can hear that shit. What's this, Spirit? You had to regain your balance for real. And, you know, that was out of the ordinary. That's not how it's been done, you know? You're doing something different. You're choosing yourself over those relationships, right? Those contracts. Yes, so you can do some inner healing and stop acting out of trauma and off of your trauma and off of how shit always has been. That shit ain't fucking, that shit don't fucking feel good to me. Shit, no. What we got here? Unexpected message. Yeah, that's a message somebody wasn't expecting. Nobody was expecting you to go through, to follow through. Temptation. They always thought you turn around. Always thought. A karmic fucking lesson. I can't. Fear and anxiety. They always thought that you was going to turn around. Karmic lesson. You learned your lesson. You had to regain your balance. And as hard as it may be to release people, places, and things, we could be even talking about a shoe fetish shit. We could be talking about smoking, whatever it is, right? We could be talking about friends, family, jobs, communities, homes, all that shit. Yeah. There's some regrets, of course. Some people have regrets. They have regrets. They didn't look at it that way. They didn't see it that way. They didn't see it as them allowing somebody else to make a decision for them. Right? Because we follow suit with what we're taught, and whoever the teacher is had a teacher and got a teacher. You hear me? You all know what I'm talking about, that generational shit. Even in our communities, how we grow up is how our parents grew up, and they keep it going. And then when they have kids, they keep their kids in the same cycle, the same neighborhood. That's that generation. Oh, we've been here. My mama was here. My mama's mama used to live here, and I still live here. This day house, right? Dark night of the soul. Look, don't want to see it for what it is. Oh, shit. I know, right? Did you ever feel like or think or dream about doing something else, going somewhere, college, leaving? Did you ever think about doing something and you were afraid to do it because... But what about how it's always been? That shit don't feel good to you. When in this day and age, it's like it doesn't look like it's a great way to grow up, and that's our lineage, that's the name, that's the James family, that's the Johnson family, that's the Holloway family. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Now we look back on it and we see it as a place where there was a lot of fucking pain, a lot of fucking trauma, a lot of trickery, a lot of disrespect, a lot of crossing fucking boundaries, a lot of projection, a lot of abuse and sabotage, sabotage the thing when you're pulling the person in the hole, you know what I'm saying? And accepting that's just how it is. Being afraid that if I step outside the box, I'm not going to get no inheritance. I'm not going to inherit. What the fuck are you going to inherit? You have to sell your soul, sell your passions in order to hold on to something that somebody else created that you were never fucking happy with anyway. And now you want to sit in that chair? No, I don't think so. What's going on here, Spirit? What we got here? Spring. So something could be happening in the spring. What's spring? March, April, May? April, May, June, something like that. Yeah. Take how it resonate. Past life relationship. Hidden emotions. There it is. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, collective. As uncomfortable as it may feel, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to break that cycle, right? Somebody got to do it. And will inspire others to do the same thing. We were never supposed to be here. They're all going the same direction. Are you kidding me? God didn't make clones. We're not robots, you know. But we're supposed to be loving and compassionate toward each other when we do make those steps, when we do make those leaps, right? We have to call the people we know where they're going and have them look out for our people. That kind of shit. Right? and you know, and that creates another vine for you. That creates another avenue for you as well. Because now it's not what you know, it's who you know. You decide you want to make a move, or you want to go somewhere. You know somebody that's already there. You know somebody that knows somebody that's already there. That's how you get when you support others and their aspirations and their dreams. You know what I mean? You open yourself up to learn new shit as well and have access to that shit. But no, you want to keep it in the community. Are you kidding me? Keep what in the community? Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing growing in the community. Clearly, it's decaying. Anyway, listen to your intuition, collective. I'm gonna get one of these. You know, do I want one of these? Yeah, I might as well. I'll pull them out. Let's get one of these for my collective energy. All right. What's the Most High? What Spirit wants you to know? Okay. In layman's terms. In layman's terms, when I said that, meant that you can go look it up for yourself. Something you understand, so go look it up for yourself. That's really what I want to say. Like I said it. Okay, here we go. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Hebrews 6:19. Y'all remember these? God will not permit any troubles to come upon us unless he has a specific plan by which great blessings can come out of the difficulty. Yes, it's going to hurt, but there's a blessing. It's going to become a blessing. It's going to be something you can put in your toolbox, I promise. Something you can reflect back on. Yes. It's not in vain. Sometimes letting go feels like it's gone forever. We're never going to see it again. That doesn't mean that. No, it means having the courage to go forward and still, you still love, have compassion for it, like whatever the fuck it was. You ain't there's no animosity, right? You still open, you still available, but you still have to go this way, right? But God's got a specific plan. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His actions are more strategic than our own that we can even bring up. He could have put something in the place that he know how it's going to end later, that's going to interact later, that you're going to be like, oh, wow, now I see. You got to trust, right? Whoo, come on, you got to trust him. Let go. You can't let go. Let go. Don't be nobody. Listen, let go. Let go. Let the bird fly. All right, y'all. Deuces, y'all stay up.